customer relationship building. So we are not discussing about the consumer behavior. We have already done that, right? So here we are discussing only the software part, how we maintain the customer relationship, how we record that, and how we use them. Okay. So what is the CRM? It's a customer relationship management, a systematic integration of information, technology, human resources designed to provide maximum value to the customers and to obtain maximum value from the customers. So CRM is not just only a software where you are recording the customer database, their phone, telephone number, how many times you call. It's not like that only. The customer relationship management, the CRM will is designed in a way to get the maximum value from them and give maximum value to them both ways. So it's a win-win situation, and it's a system includes both information and technology. So this they are two different things, no? Not information technology, information and technology. So technology means the software part. Information is most of their product information, what they have buy, how much they have bought, what are their needs. This is information. And the human resources means you yourself, your salespeople, who you are assigning to them. Correct? So that's the CRM. Now CRM helps salespeople match customers with the products that are best for them, and in doing so leverage the company resources to higher sales. There is one more dimension. CRM also helps to match the right salesperson with the right customer. Not every salesperson is eligible to deal with every customer. There are few customers who are very good with particular customers, salespeople, and there are some salespeople which will be very ineffective with certain customers. So the sales manager need to understand what are the needs of customers, what is the strength or weakness of my sales manager, and then you assign. Otherwise, you assign wrong person with the wrong client, both will go. The customer will be unhappy, so he will go, and the sales manager will not reach their target, he will also resign because you are not giving him bonus. Okay, so CRM use the information to meet customer needs. So it's use information. CRM always need all the information. It's a hungry for information, data. What has been done in the past, what's being done, what the customer is purchasing, what is the value, what are they happy or not happy, their rating, their feedbacks, right? All is the information. So that information need to feed into the CRM, and then CRM will be able to give you the insights what you should be doing. Okay, so that it match up the millions of products with the millions of customers. So one way of the CRM you can see is YouTube. YouTube is not only software which is streaming the videos, it's also have a built-in CRM. Yes, correct. Which is giving you recommendation what you want to watch next, what you should watch next, right? And what you have watched in the past. So what is the YouTube's benefit? Tell me. For me, I learned technology. No, not for you. You is whatever you learn is okay. What is the benefit of YouTube in providing this expensive information and letting you watch the YouTube? The YouTube doesn't have any benefit of letting you share the videos, watch the videos. What is the benefit of YouTube? Because security have been benefit behind. How? Because we check the customer behavior, customer practice. These people are like the technology. One technology is interest on the switchgear, or these interest on the car, or these interest on the computer. They are analyzing background data. They are not selling the data actually. They don't sell the data. How they benefit is the advertisements. The more, I think I show you the video. We digital marketing. We search something on YouTube, then that kind of the related things will pop up in Facebook. Yes. No, that is actually cookies. They share the. So it's a technology. They're not saying, they're not giving the. Search somewhat, then like research methodology. Then the some related the research methodology courses pop up in your everywhere. I tell you how it works. It's not the data. It's not the data sharing. They don't share the data. I'm not 100% sure, but what I know is the technology is a different thing. So what happens is when YouTube is collecting your data, so YouTube's benefit is what? Is giving you is matching the videos with your interest. But what it's doing is creating a value for time hours, how long you stay on the YouTube platform. YouTube is showing the ads. So the major revenue of YouTube is the advertisement revenue. That is where it makes the most of the money. They don't sell the data. But how it works, if you ask, I can tell you how it works. When you search anything, okay, your Google Chrome or your browser, it keeps information what you are searching, and YouTube is linked with the Google. So once you go to the Google, because YouTube is linked with the Google and they are using the share, yeah, they are using the same information. And sometimes you log in your YouTube account with your Gmail, most of the time probably, right? So that you can remember what you have seen in the past. Otherwise, Google will not remember you. Yeah. So then you are actually giving information to the Google and to Google what you have been searching in the past. Those software, the Facebook or the other websites, how they know about what you are searching is because they are subscribing to the information. Whoever, because they it's like an ad placement. So Google is not selling the information in a way directly. They are selling the indirect way. So they will say, okay, whatever website, whoever want to place the advertisement for resource development, we will provide. You just give your ad to us. We will provide the ad to the relevant person wherever the. So this is all powered by Google Ads. So Google knows what you are doing. So it will not sell your data to the customer directly, but it will ask them, you give me your ad, what ad you want to show, and who would need to watch it, and then they will show it to you directly. And how they make money is they charge per click, per view, not only per click, per view. So how many times you let's say you go to you see one time, impression is there already, right? You close the window, you go again, click again, watch again, second view. So the person who plays the ad is paying you, paying Google for that second view, third view, fourth view, or if you click, they pay more.
Because when I search for advanced ASL, this popular means the lecture course, then that advanced ASL courses
will appear everywhere.
Pop up in
Yes.
my Facebook.
That's how it is. That's how it works. Because those companies, the one who are doing the ads, they will tell you, okay, you need to learn Excel. Okay, no problem. We will teach you Excel. Yeah.
So, only do Telegram, none of these Telegram for advertising on my.
They are using the data ad. This is the use of data. This is the use of the recommendation system. Even sometimes I watch the Indian movie and you get the Myanmar ads. How come the Myanmar person knows that I am watching the YouTube and why they need to advertise in the Indian movie? Nobody understands. But they do it because they track the IP from where I am looking. Yeah, I am sitting in Myanmar. I am even though whatever movie I'm watching, Indian or not Indian, they just put their ad. So that's a stupid technology actually. I call them stupid because they have no idea who to say. I just skip. I will skip it. I never click on the because I don't read the. I cannot read. I don't know how to read.
But some apps you cannot.
Yeah. No, even YouTube you cannot skip. YouTube has two choices. One is they stick for 5 seconds. You cannot skip. Some are they allow you to skip.
Yeah.
So the one who are allowed to skip are expensive, and the one who are stick are actually cheaper because people get annoyed and they don't go to those videos again anymore one more time. But if you are allowed to skip, they can allow. So they get a higher price. So this is how it works. Okay, so the CRM is a relationship orientation on the CRM. So these are the CRM. It's a one-to-one marketing. It can enable you one-to-one marketing. Sorry, one-to-one or mass marketing. I think it's wrong. Sorry, four came first. It should come one. So mass marketing. Mass marketing is a way of dealing with a customer offering the same product to the entire marketing. So it can enable you mass marketing. Have you used the email marketing blast like MailChimp or the email blasting softwares?
Email.
Email blast means like sending an email to 10,000 people at one time.
I heard it, but I never.
So you can go and try. It's called Mailchimp.com. There are many actually. Mailchimp, MAIL, mail, CHIMP, chimp.com. It's free up to 2,000 people. So if you want to, yeah, if you want to use in your company, you can use it. Up to 2,000 subscribers is free for lifetime. More than that, they will charge you $10 per month. So, but there are other software also which are sending like if you want to send only one time email to 25,000 people, you can sell.
Outlook can be.
Huh?
Outlook.
Outlook also can, but Outlook will, if you send by Outlook, it will take maybe 1 month to send because they will send slowly, one by one. You can sell up to like 100. It will. Last time I sent by Outlook, I sent about 100. I don't send manually. I use the Excel micro to use to send by Outlook. So it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to send all of the emails. Only 100. Imagine if you want to send 10,000, the Outlook will crash. And because it's sending so many, then your domain will be put on the restriction by Google because it's using the traffic too much. So that's one is mass marketing. Then you have differential marketing, means you segment your customer to different groups. For example, to the students, you are selling only the courses. If your market is, let's say you are selling, I have different packages in the hotels. So I'm choosing only families to sell the packages, to selling only travel agents, selling only the corporate agents. So I can define my marketing plan based on the groups, segment which I want to choose. So that's also possible. And the niche marketing is also possible, small range of individual customer with very specific needs. And then your one-to-one marketing, of course. You can sell your product into individual peoples in a way so that you can match the consumers. Okay, so it allows everything. So the product and more product orientation is your company's focus on process allow the large scale, efficient, and economic production. And then marketing orientation. So marketing orientation is based on the marketing making that can be sold and not selling what is made. Marketing orientation means what you make what can be sold, not make what is not allowed not to be sold, not sell what is made. It's different, right? We have discussed in the first lecture itself that nowadays the marketing is approaching towards customer orientation, not the product orientation anymore. Product orientation is old. Product orientation used to be on the large scale, efficient, and then you are able to sell at cheaper prices, create a demand. Now it's a different thing. You are based on the consumer anymore. So you make what consumer need, not sell what is made already. And then when the customer is the heart of the business, right? So this is the new approaches are changing. So customer and CRM and repeat business. So CRM is based on the premise that customers over a long period of time will generate business. So CRM is made not for one-time customer on one-time transaction. So you will not use CRM for City Mart because it's cash sale. 90%. Even though you are repeat, but you are not mostly. If you let's say system or start the point system, then it has to use a CRM because you have a repeat business and you are creating a value for them. But if it's a cash sale, then you don't need, right? For like a Kmart or Family Mart, small businesses where you don't have a too much technical things. Everything is cash sale, so you don't need CRM there. So transaction selling is low requirement. Relationship selling is medium, and strategic partnership is the highest relationship are required. So where the CRM will be used in today's transaction selling, relationship selling, or strategic partnership. It will start at the relationship selling. Then it will strategic partnership is covered. but the CRM will start mostly from the relationship selling. Transactional selling you don't really use because CRM are expensive. It's super expensive systems. So transaction selling is short term, frequent sales calls. Buyer and seller remain independent. You can sell to anyone. Buyer can buy from anyone, right? And has no long term commitment. So it's more on advertising. No need on the cooperation or relationship. You just advertise like Telenor is doing, right? Or price is a key consideration here. So relationship selling attracting a new customer is requires you to pay more than the customer retention, right? That we have already learned. So we are just repeating the same thing that we have learned in the past. So relationship exchange, both buyer and seller recognize that each transaction is just a mere one piece of a whole purchase value. So it's not like one transaction and our relationship is finished. It's a long-term value, long-term relationship. So it involves a spirit of cooperation between the buyer and the seller, and they seeks to develop profitable, organized, ongoing relationship with the customer. You have to remember the word profitable because if the relationship is not profitable for either of them, not only the company, also the customer, it's not going to be long-term or sustainable. And the firm focus on providing exceptional services, not the normal services, exceptional, and require a high level of trust. This is only on the relationship side. Then you have strategic. What is the difference? What do you think? What is the difference between the strategic and relationship selling? Strategic is more on the survival of both. Supplier also is relying on the buyer, and buyer is also relying on the seller. It's only one to one.
Strategy is created for long term.
Yeah, strategic is not like a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and it requires a lot of investment, lot of changes in the culture, and because it's a cultural alignment, because it's a long term. Correct. So strategic partnership result when their goals, strategies, and resources of buyers and seller are become so interconnected and intertwined that they develop an integrated and symbolic relationship through the still remaining their independent entity. So they don't buy each other, but that they are just connected in a way that there is no way to make them different. Can you think of any example? Any strategic relationship? For example, in India there is a car called Maruti Suzuki. Maruti is the name of the company who made the cars. Suzuki is the company who owned the technology. So at some point of time, initially, when they just sold the technology, not really invested, not really became one entity. So you can sell, but they are independent on each other, right? Suzuki need Maruti to produce the cars in India so that they can sell. But Maruti needs technology from Suzuki, so they are strategic partners. But at some point of time when they invested the money to because of the operation required, they become the one entity. Now they are separate already. Again. So but they are still dependent on the technology transfer. They are the strategic partners. So it involves firms to capitalize on the strength of each other. Think of telecom and the service provider, right? With the broadband providers, they are strategic partners, but they are not same company, no? They are different companies. Broadband need telecom company to sell the bandwidth, correct? And the telecoms need bandwidth providers to sell their services. So they are strategic partners. So they can have more than one strategic partner, but because bandwidth is like they are buying maybe thousands of GB data, right? Not GB bandwidth. One telecom company will not be able to sustain it. So they are tying up with everyone. Sometimes let's say there are more than one bandwidth supplier and there are more than one company, then they have more negotiating power. Bandwidth supplier will not be able to force the telecom. But cannot also force the bandwidth supplier. But they are big enough to be able to do a strategic partnership. But in that case, both of them has to be profitable, right? Otherwise, their strategy or their partnership will not last long. And they are based on inter-organizational collaboration, involves delivery, decision making, which is collaborate. How much to charge? How should you maintain the property? Sometimes they are providing the technology to each other so that they can sustain for a long period of time. Requires the firm to share the managerial resources as well. Correct? Strategies. And then it depends on the partner. What are the level of cooperation? So sometimes they may invest money as well, just to let the other partner sustain for a long period of time. And then require equality among the partners. Right? You cannot dominate your partner to each other. Okay, and it is want to share the vision and benefits and the goals. So the strategic partnership are the most difficult. They take time to develop because it's about the cultural change, the organizational change, but it's lasting longer, maybe 50 years, 100 years. It's like marriage. The relationship is boyfriend girlfriend, can change. Strategic is marriage, you cannot change.
Can change.
Can?
Yes, I
Right?
agree.
No, but in our culture, we are not allowed to change. We are tied up. Even if I want to change now, I cannot change. I can have an extra one.
Integration of the.
Yeah. Yeah. In addition, cannot be replacing. Cannot be replacing. Yeah, that's succession planning.
Like the case you told us yesterday,
Hmm.
in case of your wife, need urgent trip.
Yeah.
And the succession plan.
Succession plan. There has to be a succession plan, right? Yeah.
Because he didn't get the proper handover.
Yeah, I didn't get a proper handover of my own house. Yeah, at the moment, our interests are so intertwined that we cannot leave each other. The problem is there. She controls all my money.
Good one.
Yeah. So even if I want, I have to really like, okay, I lose 99% of my wealth. Then only I can leave.
But how come you are doing CFO and why you
Yeah.
don't
The problem is she is bigger CFO than me.
some
I am CFO of the company. She is the CFO of the house. CFO and CEO both. There I am just a labor. Huh? Yeah, everything. She is the CXO. I am just there, order taker only. Okay, mechanisms that governs the exchanges. So transactional exchanges are controlled by market forces. Relationship exchanges are governed by contracts, and the strategic partnerships are governed by a mechanism known as relational governance. Okay. In exchanges, relationship opportunities behavior may occur. So in all exchange relationships, because if there is an opportunity to make more benefit, maybe tend to do it, but it's not necessarily you do it. In transactional, definitely you will do it. Most of the time it will be done. In relationships, it might be there, might not be there. In strategic relationships, the opportunistic behavior will not sustain. It's not possible because the other partner is also involved. But relationship behavior relationship exchange you can use opportunistic behavior, but it's not sustainable in a long term because in that case you are breaking the trust of the partner. Okay. Okay, then you have a CRM, customer loyalty and lifetime value of the customer. So CRM can lead to the customer loyalty, where the firm can get the repeat business, and customer loyalty function of two components. One is customer share, and customer share is the proportion of resources that the customer spends with one, and also the customer's commitment, how committed the customer is, what is the bond between the consumer and the sales firm. So the lifetime value of the customer is calculated by the benefit minus the expenses. The life of and the lifetime up to the lifetime of the consumer, up to what we can expect the customer to remain with the company. So if let's say your average life of the customer together with the company is 3 years or 5 years, you can expect How long the customer, not the life of the customer, no, means not the useful life of customer. Useful life of customer is 70 years, but for 70 years he is not going to remain with the company. How long economically he will stay with the company? That depend. That's what how we decide the customer life value. So R means the revenue generated from them. C means the cost of services effective for them. Okay, so that's how we calculate the lifetime value of the customer. I don't really see is how easily it can be done because it's very subjective. The prices are always changing, the cost of services are always changing, and the lifetime value, the P is also undefined. How long he gonna stay with the with the company?
We can calculate this in HR also.
You can calculate the lifetime value of the employee as well. That's right. But how will you calculate the lifetime value of the R, the revenue which you are getting from the customer? C is your cost, your life, your salary plus the value. But for sales, maybe yes, you can calculate the business generated by them, right? The contribution margin of the business generated by them, that's their value. But how will you calculate the life R of finance staff who is doing data entry only?
No, it's based on total income of the company and the total number of staff.
Ah, okay. Total number of, so divide per staff how much is the income. Yeah, then you can, but it's, I don't really see the value of this of calculation. What is the point of doing the
Do you know the ROI?
yeah, I know. To know the ROI of the salary. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I have not studied that part, so I cannot say. Risk of relational selling. Okay, so what is the risk in relationship selling? Increased dependency on a major buyer. So that is one risk because you may be dependent on one buyer or one seller. That becomes a risk. Loss of flexibility to capitalize on future business opportunities with the new customers. If you involve too much into the customer relationship because you are ignoring the new customers, new entrants in the market, and the growth of complacency. Because, for example, like if I'm dealing with the same customer for last 3 years, he is not going to give me a price benefit. Let's say there is a inflation, there is a reduced prices. So for example, I give you the example of telecom bandwidth. We used to buy the bandwidth in here, it's in Myanmar also for since 5 years from a company. Every year we buy. He never give a price cut. The moment I ask another supplier, I got 50% off. And then I ask him, okay, I'm getting this price. You want to give or not? So yeah, I will also give. So what are you doing for last 3 years? Sleeping or what? So, but since I was upset on this, so I changed. Even though he was ready to give me a lower price because I negotiated with the new supplier. Hey, in the market, I will review every year. If I can find a lower price, you have to reduce your prices every year by automatically. You cannot charge me the same price for renewal of the contract. And I always tell my purchasers, look for the new suppliers every quarter, at least new, so that we know what is happening in the market. And so it's not being that we are unfaithful with the supplier, but we just don't want to be blind in the market. Okay? Salesperson and managing the customers. So value of individual selection, selective perception of the worth of same activity, objective or idea. To create value, salesperson can do some of these things. Gather important data about the customer and the market. Identify the type of data needed to give the customer for a better service. Provide input on how CRM would be able to use the data to create the value of the customer, and then manage the relationship between the firm and the customer who is engaged. So basically what we are saying here is the customer need to gather as much as information about the customer as they can get. What are their needs, what are they doing, how they are purchasing, so that you can create a value for them. Otherwise you will not be able to sustain a long-term value from them. Sometimes you may think the companies are buying from a specific buyer, and if that particular seller is moving to another company, you just shift because you are not loyal to the company. You are loyal to the salespeople, right? As a sales professional, you move the company, all the customer will go to the new company also. Sometimes it happens, most of them at least. We lose the customer, we lose the salespeople, means we lose the business also because they bring their business to them. Because the customers are sometimes not loyal to the brand, they are loyal to salesperson. And the reason why they are loyal is because they understand the value, or they understand, they know, they trust, they have a faith that they will be benefit from the salesperson. Okay. So product and services portfolio. This is just a portfolio, means a set of different products is responsible for selling, and the customer portfolio is the person, is the customer that are have common traits. For example, assigning salesperson based on medical specialties such as pediatrics or cardiology, depending on how who you can handle better. So it's a portfolio, right? Sometimes you are sending them to the cardiologist. Sometimes you are sending them to the pediatricians or bone doctors, right? So CRM will give the aggregate customer information, and information electronically enable the company to better estimate the production. How much the company can identify the target market, opportunities for cross selling, and then the operation system use this information to improve the internal efficiencies. Means like production systems. If the CRM is able to predict how much would be the sales, estimate sales, then you will be able to do your sales forecast and then your production forecast in turn, right? Logistic and production operations. So there are technologies, means they are web-based CRMs. Web-based CRM are used for the internet. You don't need to buy a server for them. So sometimes they can send, like the one that I told you, with the push technology, email can be sent to the customer, the MailChimp you can send. Integrated web solutions are those when the firm take a relationship approach and or become the strategic partner, they integrate the web solution into their own system, the decision support systems. You can integrate the CRM with your ERPs as well. Right? SFA, Salesforce Automation System, is the computer hardware which is like doing the sales performance system. So they do following systems. They prepare the expense reports. At the moment, maybe I don't know how you prepare an expense report in Excel. Excel. So you can buy a Salesforce automation system where you will do the expense reports. There are companies. There are if you are on the LinkedIn, there are companies who does this nowadays. There are applications who will take care of your expense allocation, will submit to your finance, get the money and deposit to your bank account. All are automated. You just need to keep on your receipts put into the system all the time. So you go on the sales trip, keep on taking the pictures. Easier. So the system will automatically do your expense report. Your presentation software, there are presentation software who can make automatic presentations. You're using Microsoft, right? You can use, there are many applications now, like for example, Prezi or Present, iPresent. There are so many, tons of them. You just need to search presentation software. So what they will do is you give them the data or the pictures or the text. They will create templates based presentation, beautiful presentations, very beautiful. They will make the explainer videos. So there are many of such who will be able to do that. Salesforce scheduling nowadays, the CRM are doing it, but you can use the Google Calendar, you can use the Apple's calendar, iCalendar to schedule. Territory management, proposal generation, order entry, data entry, team selling material, sales tracking. These are all done by Salesforce automation. Since I'm not selling them, I don't want to give you the name. You can search from your, it's there in the Google. There are many, but you can check them out. Okay, I'm not recommending any of them because I haven't used. I'm honestly disclaimer. I have not done any. I have not checked any of them, so I'm not sure about how effective they are. But there are problems in the CRM. The CRM is popular, but there is no guarantee of success because CRM is just a dumb system. Okay, it's just collect the data and present you the data in another way. But actual selling is done by humans at this still time. And CRM is not useful for transactional approach system. Means like it will not be too much useful for small businesses which are selling cash on a transaction by transaction basis. And is also not for the firm whose customer don't realize added value from the CRM. And requires a big financial support. Okay, CRM requires stakeholders buy in to make a success. Most of the companies, the CRM nowadays you can buy the Zoho CRM also. It's just only $10 per month, very cheap. But it's not that useful because it's not customized. And you can have your own customized CRM, but it's super expensive. You need a server, you need the connectivity between the salespeople, like the Salesforce. You know Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
Who is the founder of Salesforce? Yeah, I also cannot remember the name. But he's one of the billionaires. So that's the US company, correct? So factors which remain to the failure is top management is not giving it support or buy-in. Is there any buy-in from the peoples? Because since it's a technology base, it's more transparent. People don't want to use it. Then they cannot fake their expense reports, right? Our confidence in the vendor training. Sometimes, in my experience, because I have implemented ERPs, if you come and implement the system, but the people are not interested in training, or the training is not efficient. So after 3 months, 6 months, people don't know how to use it. So they stop using it and they switch back to the old manual system. It happens to me already. Here in Myanmar, I implemented a ERP in a hotel. After 3 months, they say, I asked them, where is the system generated report? Oh, sorry, sir, we are in the manual. Why you are in the manual? Oh, we don't know how to use the system. So why you were sleeping for 3 months? Why you didn't tell me? I would arrange another training for you. Oh, sorry, sir, we are comfortable with the manual system. Easy to maintain. Very easy. System is very complicated. I don't know what to say. Huh? No, Odoo